This is part 13. I'm fitting the tailplane, rudder, lower wing and top wing. There'll be one more video after this one and then we'll be going for it. So thanks guys for watching and enjoy this video. Oh, and like and subscribe, and comments are always welcome. Good afternoon. I've just scanned in and printed out a better dashboard for the Nieuport, coloured it up. I'm just going to see how it fares size wise with what it should be. It should be about 7 centimeters apparently. Looks good. How about that then? Nice. Very nice. Could almost climb in there and fly it, couldn't we? So that's sitting on its feet, on its tail skid, I should say. I've made the machine gun up as well, look. Glued the two bits together, and that's just ready for a bit of paint, and I've got to make up a tripod type mount as detailed on the plans. The tail plate seems pretty square, nothing should have moved, so cut the bottom out. Got the horn in, so it really is time to glue it on now. Once it's on, then I can hook the servos up, make the push rods, and once that's done I'll start thinking about the wings. You can really see this coming together now when you start getting all these big bits on. Let's see. Big moment, guys. Here we go. Oops. I want that to be exactly equal both sides. Like that. Oops. Try again. I thought it might grab quicker than that. Ah, now I know what you're thinking. Didn't he have to put the rudder on at the same time as the tail plate? But you know what? I think you might have been right. That's a bit of luck, wasn't it? Let's take that off. Bend that up. That was nearly a major boo-boo, wasn't it? Let's put a little bit more glue just on the back. That was a near one, wasn't it? Let's pop it back on. Oops. Okay, the epoxy is pretty much stuck now, so quite happy with that. So it's the tailplane and rudder on just after nearly that boo-boo, and let that set a little bit more. And the next step then is to make up some push rods. I'm going to use this 2mm carbon rod. He's coming on. Like and subscribe if you fancy it, and hit that little bell button. Or is it that side? I'll have to look. It's the left hand side. Hit the little like button, subscribe button and bell button and all the other buttons, and you won't miss an episode. I've hooked up the servos to the tail end, so I'll just bend you down a minute. There we go. I've also just glued in the pilot and made a little windshield up as per the plans. So we got rudder, and elevator. Now work rather pleasing. Glued the man in, piloting, and made the windshield. There's the servos in there, elevator and rudder. Works very smoothly. So so that's the tail end complete. I could fit the wheels, fit the lower wing, and then start putting in the struts loosely and working out what's what. Oh, I put the tail skid on. I think I showed you that, but I'll show you again. That's pretty good. Little wire skid at the bottom of it. It's starting to look like a real airplane. Did I show you the pilot up close? Look at that. He's painted up quite nicely. It still doesn't feel too heavy, to be honest. I'd say it's more on the light side than heavy. Let's just put the cowling on. Nice. And I could either put the wheels on or the bottom wing. Okay. I think that's as ready as it's going to be. Major part of the construction now, guys. Attaching wing to fuselage. I'm going to run some CA in along the leading edge. Leading edge. Like that. Wipe off the surplus. Give it a little blow, as I do. Put a little bit on the trailing edge. This should hold it into position while the glue on the main bearing surfaces sets. There we are. Look at that. Very nice. The wing is dried sufficiently to handle it. Anyway, it's dry. There's something I need to consider, and that is something to be honest, I've kind of forgotten about really. It's the wire coming down from the aileron. It has to pass down into the fuselage, and it's going to have to go through the strut, the rear V-strut support hole. So I've got to make it a little bit bigger to get the plug through. Unless I can, oh no, I could be sneaky. I can undo the pins. Haha, yes. Thanks for the idea. I can undo the pins, poke the wires through separately, and then put them back into the socket the other side. Of course, you see. Let's just put all this to one side a minute, because I've got to make a jig, cut a piece of foam out, and mark the position of the top wing and the bottom wing, slide it on the bottom wing, and that should position the top wing, and then cement the struts in. Simple. And the foam I'm going to use is just this 4mm foam board type stuff. Like that. Right, that should then go right over the aileron push rod, so I can put these a little bit further on now, which is where I wanted them. So just to show you, so that's the two positions of the wing in relation to each other. Not only does it set the top wing height, but also sets the angle of incidence. Put that right in, as far as it would go, cheek to cheek. Now, I've got to get that centre line now. Of course, now it's a little bit more whippy, and oops. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Okay, I'll show you a quick look at that before I switch off for a minute while that sets. So you can see the principle. Where are we? You can see the principle. Okay, so I'll switch off for a minute while that sets and come back to you shortly. Right, I think there's no excuses now for putting the top wing on, and put that in there, that one in there. like that. It goes on there quite well. Let's look at this one then. Okay guys, the struts are drying. So this is what I came up with. Rubber bands to hold the wingtips together there and there. And then I've got a rubber band around the wing to hold it down onto the struts. Haven't actually glued those two yet. I'm going to do them in a minute. And it's not looking too bad. Little bit of washout on each tip, but that's not a bad thing. It's a fiddly old job, but I couldn't do it without the foam pieces cut out, and I couldn't do it without the rubber bands. And then the packing pieces on the top are just to provide a little bit more tension. So it's coming along. Right, the glue is now set, guys, so I shall remove the bands and packing. See what we got. I can put the rear V struts on now and then run the cable down inside the strut, but I'm quite happy with that. That's not looking too bad at all. Let's turn you this way a little bit. How about that? It's starting to gain a bit of weight now. It's yeah, I'll weigh it one of these days, but weighing it isn't going to make it any lighter. Still, there she is. Coming on. Wheels to go on, propeller, rear cabane struts, and we'll be getting close. Okay, so it looks big, doesn't it? But it is quite big compared to my other little models. Now I'll probably stop the video there. We'll pick it up next time. Where I'll have got the cabane struts in and wheels on and propeller. We'll see. That's the next. That's all the next stuff. So thanks for looking in. Hopefully this section wasn't too long. So like the video if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe would be brilliant. And then we'll crack on with the next and probably final part prior to the maiden flight. Oh. Been a while coming. Okay then, so cheers for now.